For 15 years, veteran enforcer Carlos Vega had been the player everyone feared, the one who crushed young spirits without mercy. He wasn't the fastest anymore, nor the highest scorer, but his presence alone could shift the atmosphere in any locker room. His words, sharp and precise, could dismantle a rookie's confidence faster than any injury. That night, the Cavaliers' practice facility was silent, except for the occasional bounce of a stray ball. The team had just suffered one of their most humiliating losses of the season. Players showered quickly, avoiding eye contact, eager to get home and forget the night. But for LeBron James, just 18 years old and carrying the weight of impossible expectations, there would be no escape. Vega had been watching him for weeks, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. He had seen LeBron fight through double teams, ignore heckling fans, and smile through endless media scrutiny. But tonight, after a game in which LeBron's shots clanged off the rim, his passes were intercepted, and the crowd's faith wavered, Vega knew the armor had cracks. He leaned against the lockers, arms folded, watching the rookie change. The older man's face was calm, but his eyes were predatory. "Tough night, kid," he began, voice low and smooth. LeBron didn't look up. "We'll bounce back." "That's what they all say." Vega's tone sharpened. "You think you're the first hotshot to come in here with a magazine cover and a nickname? I've seen plenty like you, high school heroes who couldn't survive in a man's league." LeBron tied his shoelaces with deliberate care. "I'm not them." Vega stepped closer. "No, you're worse. They at least knew they had something to prove. You walk around like you've already made it." LeBron finally looked up, meeting Vega's stare. There was no anger in his eyes, just focus. "You think I've made it? I think I'm just getting started." Vega's smile was cold. "Not after tonight. A performance like that? You embarrassed yourself, the team, and everyone who bought into the hype. You want the truth?" "I can handle the truth," LeBron said. "The truth," Vega whispered, leaning in so close his breath hit LeBron's ear, "is that your career is over before it even started." The words landed like punches, each one crafted to cut deep. Vega had learned long ago that the most effective blows weren't thrown with fists. They were planted in the mind, where they could grow into doubt, fear, and self-destruction. But LeBron didn't flinch. He straightened, meeting Vega's gaze again. "That's your truth, not mine." Vega's jaw tightened. Most rookies would have looked away by now, mumbled an excuse, maybe even broken down. He had seen tears more than once in these walls. But this kid, he was different. And Vega hated that difference because it reminded him of a version of himself he had lost a long time ago. "You think you're strong?" Vega pressed. "You don't know strong until you've been broken. And trust me, I'll break you." LeBron's voice was calm. "Then I'll rebuild stronger." The simplicity of the answer infuriated Vega. This wasn't how the game was played. He was supposed to plant doubt, not hear defiance. He was supposed to be the one in control. As the days passed, Vega's campaign escalated. In practice, he barked at LeBron for every missed shot. During drills, he would shove him harder than necessary, muttering under his breath, "Welcome to the real league." He dismissed LeBron's ideas in team meetings, interrupting with, "Let the men talk." But LeBron refused to rise to the bait. When Vega shoved, he regained his balance and played on. When Vega mocked him, he listened, nodded, and worked harder. His silence wasn't submission, it was discipline. Vega began digging deeper, searching for the rookie's breaking point. He studied LeBron the way a hunter studies prey, looking for the limp, the hesitation, the weakness. He learned about LeBron's past, the absence of a father, the pressure from a struggling hometown that saw him as a savior. Vega knew exactly how to turn those truths into weapons. One evening, after an especially grueling practice, Vega found LeBron alone in the gym, shooting free throws under the dim glow of a single overhead light. The ball's soft thud against the hardwood echoed in the empty space. "Late night, kid," Vega called. "Just putting in work," LeBron replied without breaking rhythm. "You can't work your way out of who you are," Vega said, stepping onto the court. "You can't change the fact that your old man walked out on you. That kind of weakness, it's in your blood." The ball bounced once, twice, then rolled to a stop. LeBron turned, his eyes darker now, not with anger, but with something deeper resolve. "Weakness isn't in my blood, Marcus. Pain is. And pain can make you weak, or it can make you stronger. I chose stronger." For the first time, Vega felt something unexpected, a flicker of doubt in his own words. Vega took a step closer, his shadow stretching across the hardwood like a warning. "Stronger," he repeated, each syllable weighed down with skepticism. "You think saying it makes it true?" "It's not something you say," LeBron answered, steady. "It's something you do. Every day." Vega turned away, a humorless chuckle escaping. The words stuck in his head, like grit in a shoe. The next morning, he decided to escalate. In the film room, he took LeBron's seat before the rookie walked in. When LeBron simply grabbed another chair, Vega pulled that one too, forcing him to stand. "Rookies stand," he said. Some teammates snickered. LeBron stood the entire session, scribbling notes without a word. On the court, Vega matched up with him in every drill. He bodied him off cuts, funneled him into traps, whispered after misses, "You don't belong here." And every time, LeBron came back, not louder, not angrier, just undeterred. By the second week, the other veterans noticed. "What's your endgame?" Mark Ellis asked Vega in the weight room. "You gonna break him or break yourself?" Vega grunted. "He needs to know the truth before the league teaches it to him the hard way." Ellis shook his head. "Maybe you're just trying to make him you." The scrimmage came that Friday. Coach split the squad into starters and reserves LeBron running point for the second unit, Vega anchoring the first. The battles were intense. Vega's defense was a vice grip, but LeBron adapted on the fly. When Vega cut off the lane, LeBron threaded a pass. When Vega went under a screen, LeBron drilled a jumper. No matter how Vega adjusted, the kid found a way. They went at it possession after possession until the buzzer ended practice. Both drenched in sweat, both breathing hard, but LeBron still had that same steady look. No victory lap, no trash talk. Just ready for the next rep. That night, Vega lay awake. For years, he had thrived on finding weakness, tearing it open, and watching young players fold. But this was different. LeBron wasn't resisting out of ego or bravado, he was absorbing everything, turning it into fuel. If private battles wouldn't break him, Vega decided to try something harsher. Humiliation in front of everyone. The opportunity came during a shoot-around before a home game. Reporters lined the baseline. Cameras rolled. As LeBron stepped to the free throw line, Vega's voice cut through the gym. "You want respect in this league? Earn it because nobody respects a kid whose father left." The gym went still. Teammates froze mid-drill. Even coach didn't blow the whistle. LeBron's eyes held Vega's for a long, quiet moment. Then he spoke, not loud, not defensive. "My mother raised me," he said. "She worked until her hands were raw. She gave me everything she could. I don't measure myself by who left. I measure myself by who stayed. And I'm here to stay." The words hung in the air like a banner. Vega felt something twist in his chest, something he thought had died a long time ago. That night, he skipped his usual post-game routine and wandered to an empty part of the facility. From somewhere nearby came the sound of kids laughing in the community clinic. It hit him hard, the memory of being their age, full of light, before the veteran who broke him snuffed it out. When he returned to the gym later, LeBron was there alone, doing resistance band slides. Vega asked, "Why do you keep looking me in the eye like I'm not dangerous?" "You are dangerous," LeBron replied. but to yourself. It was the first crack in Vega's armor. They ended up playing 1-on-1 to 5. No calls, no words, just raw basketball. The score was tied at 4 when Vega's jumper clanged long. LeBron grabbed the rebound, took one dribble, and buried the winner. No celebration, just a hand extended. Vega stared at it before taking it. From then on, something shifted. Vega still pushed LeBron hard, but it wasn't about breaking him anymore. It was about sharpening him. In team film sessions, he started backing up the rookie's reads. In games, he pulled younger players aside to encourage them instead of ridicule. The biggest change came in Detroit. The Cavs were clinging to a 1-point lead late. A rookie wing had just missed 2 open threes and looked crushed. Vega walked over, cupped his neck, and said, "Feet set, hold your follow-through, next one's yours." On the next possession, the kid hit the shot that sealed the win. The bench erupted. LeBron caught Vega's eye and nodded. It was the first time in years Vega felt proud of something that wasn't about himself. By the end of the season, the team had transformed. Practices were sharper but not toxic. Rookies weren't walking on eggshells. Vega had become the guy younger players sought out for advice. And in the playoffs, when the pressure was highest, it wasn't fear that kept the team together, it was trust. Months later, after their season ended, Vega found LeBron in the locker room packing up. "I owe you," Vega said. "For what?" LeBron asked. "For showing me that strength isn't how much pain you can inflict," Vega said quietly. "It's how much you can take and still choose to build instead of break." LeBron smiled. "Guess that makes you stronger than you thought." Years later, Vega retired and became a youth mentor, working with kids who'd grown up like he had tough neighborhoods, tougher breaks. He told them about the rookie who refused to break. "I tried to destroy that kid," he'd say, "but he destroyed my demons instead." And LeBron, he carried that lesson for the rest of his career. Whenever he faced trash talk, dirty plays, or mind games, he remembered that sometimes the best answer isn't to fight back. It's to stand so unshaken that your opponent starts questioning themselves. Vega's transformation wasn't sudden, it was built one moment at a time. The next week, he was in the gym early when LeBron walked in for his usual solo workout. Without a word, Vega joined him, rebounding shots, feeding passes. They didn't talk about the past. The silence said enough. During road trips, Vega began sitting next to LeBron on the team bus. He'd point out defensive schemes, share stories of his own rookie mistakes, and though he'd never admit it, ask the kid's opinion on plays. LeBron listened with respect, but didn't hold back when he saw a better angle. Vega realized he wasn't just mentoring, he was learning. The real test came in the Eastern Conference semifinals, Game 5, tied series, hostile crowd. Midway through the third quarter, LeBron rolled his ankle badly on a fast break. As trainers examined him, the arena buzzed with speculation. Was the rookie done? Vega crouched beside him. "You good?" LeBron grimaced. "I'm staying in." "Don't be stupid," Vega said. One wrong step, LeBron cut him off. "The team needs me. You taught me that." It was the first time Vega truly saw his own reflection in the kid, not the old version of himself, but the man he was becoming. LeBron played through the pain, dropping key assists and hitting a clutch jumper in the final minute. The Cavs stole the win. In the locker room afterward, reporters swarmed LeBron, praising his toughness. He pointed at Vega. "He's the reason I could do it. He showed me how to push through." Vega wasn't used to that kind of public credit. It felt different, better than any stat line he'd ever had. The series went to 7 games. The Cavs didn't advance, but the bond between Vega and LeBron had already changed the team's DNA. Young players came into camp the next season without fear of the rookie killer. Instead, they found a leader who pushed them hard but had their backs. Months later, at a charity event, Vega spoke to a group of underprivileged kids. He told them about the night he realized breaking people didn't make him strong. It made him empty. Real strength, he said, is when you take someone's lowest moment and turn it into the reason they rise higher. Afterward, LeBron pulled him aside. "You're not just changing players now," he said. "You're changing lives." Vega smirked. "Guess that rookie taught me more than I taught him." They laughed, but there was truth in it. The enforcer who once built his name on fear had become a builder of confidence. And it all started with one kid who refused to break. Carlos Vega entered that season looking for cracks in LeBron James's armor. Instead, he found his own and learned that healing them meant helping others rise. That's the kind of strength that outlasts the game. If this story hit home for you, drop a comment about the person who built you up when you needed it most. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories where the game's biggest moments happen off the scoreboard.